everybody, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Violet.
And I'm Ruby.
And today we're taking a look at a game called Find Finley Theme Park Edition. I guess there's other Find Finleys. This is from Fat Brain Toy Company. And Finley is an evil criminal who's escaped, and we are trying to find him by looking at the cameras of an amusement park. I'm going to show you how it plays, and we'll be right back. So this game comes with a very large fold-out map. I mean, this is huge, and you're looking on this map trying to find Finley. Now, this isn't Where's Waldo. Finley is not on this map. There are various people that you can see on the map, but Finley is hiding in a building somewhere. And where Finley is hiding, he's going to be somewhere all throughout this park. He follows paths, so you know that. You can see there's also a monorail with different stations, and there's different things that are going to happen, and players are going to be figuring this out. You can play cooperatively or competitively, but what you're going to do is you're going to take a challenge card. And so, for example, I have, the example challenge, and this will tell us to take challenge 12, 18, 38, 51, 53, and 98. So that's not very many cards. It's just these cards here from a large deck that is numbered with all different number cards. And the same number of cards might be used in different spots. These cards will be split between the players, or if you're playing cooperatively, you just look at all of them. And you'll have something like someone matching Finley's description. Was spotted leaving Zoologic at 3:50 p.m. They walked east along Zoo Lane after leaving the zone. Or all restrooms are closed in Moonbase and Fantasia Lane due to blocked pipes. Or a blockade was set up at 3:50 p.m. at Photo Point 3. No one is passing this area. So you're going to use these clues to figure out where Finley is. Each player will have a map that matches, obviously, the large map here. And you're going to write down the cards, take notes, and figure it out. On your turn, you'll switch a card with another player and or switch a card with one that's set off to the side. And once you think you know where Finley is, you can announce that. Say where he is, and if you found him, you've won. Otherwise, you're out, and other players will continue to look. That's pretty much the game.
Why would a wanted criminal want to be in an amusement park?
Who wouldn't want to be in an amusement park?
Probably not wanted criminals who...
No, listen, everybody wants to be in an amusement park.
With lots of cameras. It's such a good idea.
If you're going to get arrested, might as well have some fun.
Hey, so this is, like I said in my overview, it's not Where's Waldo. That's what it looks like at first. You're like, oh, where is Finley on the map? He's not on the map. He's hiding in something. And I guess the first question is, how hard do you think this is?
Very.
Moderately.
I mean, it's not too hard.
If you get all the cards, yeah.
I think the issue was just trying to figure out where these locations were. It was just really irritating.
I will say, I think the game says you don't need all the cards to solve each puzzle.
Oh, no, you do.
Well, you probably don't need all of them, but you need almost all of them. And so this game is probably best done actually cooperatively, where you just put all the cards out and you work together, as opposed to competitively, because all you're doing is switching cards back and forth. It has some similarities to another game called Awkward Guests, where you're using clues back and forth, but Awkward Guests had a deck of like 60 cards, and I could usually figure it out maybe after seeing 30 or 40 of them. This one, you're going to need to see almost everything. And the clues are sometimes a little vague. Do you feel like that's true?
Yeah.
Like they're not very specific. They'll say, he wasn't near this, and you say, well, how near is near?
That is true.
And also don't get your directions mixed up.
Okay.
So for you said the biggest problem was you had a hard time finding stuff on the map?
Yeah, it was like I think like one way to like solve that would be maybe color coding the words on the card and then assigning that to a specific portion of the park. Because it was just, when I was trying to look for a ride, I just kept having to scour the entire thing, which just elongated my turn, and it just took a really long time to find anything. And I wasn't able to properly, like, even if I did wanted to find Stanley early, it would take a long time. Finley.
Finley's good brother. He's also flat.
Oh, I was thinking of Gravity Falls. But
anyway,
yeah,
continue.
It was just really, also the directions weren't very helpful. They said east, and then the park is semi-tilted, so it's kind of iffy as to where they mean by east. Like, especially if there's a entrance that could be possibly east, like which goes slightly southeast, or something that goes northeast. It was just kind of difficult to figure out.
Now did you like the deduction part of trying to figure it out?
Yeah, I mean the game is fun. It's a bit vague at times, but like it's nice.
Yeah, those are like my only comments. I think like the idea of the game is really cool and it's like really interesting. I just think it's a bit difficult and I wish things were more organized or something.
Yeah. For me, the game is a 6. It's interesting. I like big maps. Whenever I see a big map to find stuff on it, I'm always like, ooh, that sounds fun. I'm looking around for it. But just putting the cards together, I found was not as interesting as I thought it would be. It was like, there's a parade at this time, so this gate is closed. Okay, so I'm writing down on my pad, 350. But here, 420, they saw this here. And it just, the map is not, I mean, I feel like the ride should be more distinct, more easy to see. It looks like a fun amusement park. I would go to it. But it's just missing a little bit for me. I think the biggest thing is the game itself. There's not really, I don't think, much of a game here. Whoever can figure things out faster, but there's no real, it's not like other deduction games. Everyone's going to come figuring out pretty close to the same time period, which gives a huge advantage to whoever goes first. What would you give it?
I give it about a 7. I think the design looks good. I like the theme of it, and like the hints weren't too bad. Although I did, what you mentioned earlier, I didn't like how some clues would say that he's like near somewhere at a certain time, but then later one of these clues like says, oh, he's here at 4:15. It just makes every clue before that completely useless. And if you got that card first, you would just kind of ignore whatever card came before it.
Yeah. I would also say a 7. I think I enjoyed it a lot more than you did. You said that it was kind of boring getting all the cards and stuff. I thought that was fun. And it's good. I do agree with Violet, though, that near thing and then like getting a card that basically said the same thing as something you found earlier is a bit annoying. But it's fine. I'd play it again.
Find Finley. Now, what if we played Find Finley at the water park? Much harder. Anyway, Find Finley, Theme Park Edition. Check it out from Fat Brain Toys. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Violet.
And I'm Ruby.
Have fun getting lost in an amusement park.
He's not lost, though. He's on the run.
Well, fine. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.